Welcome back to India Market Close. We're at the fag end of the show, and let's get Nilesh Jain as well as Neeraj Diwan. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Neeraj, let me come to you first. A quick view in terms of the Nifty semi-annual rejig that's happening, because of which you're seeing some moves come in on a Bharti Airtel, Tata Motors, CV, Cummins India, Union Bank and HDFC AMC. If you pull up the intraday charts, you'll see that mild spike that's coming in all of these names. Whereas the ones which are seeing an outflow is ICICI Bank, Lombard, Info Edge, HDFC Bank and Havells. Intraday charts of these counters will help you understand what I'm talking about in this last hour of trade. That spike that's coming in on a Bharti Airtel, what's happening to a Tata Motors, CV, HDF, AMC and Union Bank of India. A quick view on these counters, specifically with the ones which are seeing an inflow, Neeraj.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, among the names that you mentioned, the ones which are seeing maximum order inflows, I think what is important would be that Tata Motors CV and Union Bank, these two have been doing well earlier also before this fall happened because of the war. I think these stocks generally look strong to me. I think these are, any dips in them are opportunities, and though today move in Bharti or some other, maybe because of the rejig, but because of the market sentiment, you're not seeing that kind of a positive impact on the stock. But I think if someone is looking at medium to long term, I think these two really stand out among the lot. Bharti definitely is a portfolio stock, so everyone really must be holding it or likes to accumulate on all dips. But besides Bharti, Union Bank and Tata Motors CV look interesting too.
Right. Okay, let me go to Nilesh. Nilesh, we're winding down. It's been a pretty tough session, but we're seeing a little bit of a bounce from the low point. Is that something that can be bought into, or would you stay on the sidelines?
Very good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon, Hiral, and good afternoon, everyone. So, looking at the overall setup, Alex, I think the Nifty has continued the formation of a low top and low bottom. And looking at the VIX right now, where we have seen another spike of close to 8%, and it is at elevated level near about 27, is a cause of concern. And I would advise to buy the dip as of now till time we get any clarity on any sort of a reversal kind of a setup for the market. As of now, all the factors are going against the trend, and we can expect further downtick to continue in the market. As far as Nifty is concerned, we expect a move towards 22,600 to 22,500 on the lower side. So the recent low of 22,500 is likely to be tested going forward once again in the coming week. So it's advised to stay on a sideline and wait for some bit of clarity in terms of a trend reversal. But yes, as of now, going with the trend, any pullback is likely to get sold into.
Okay. At the low point of the day for the Nifty 50, by the way, and so the bounce is for a few counters. Individual names, as we're heading into the last 8 minutes of trade, is there anything that you would buy for a short trade?
Well, Alex, a couple of stocks have witnessed a strong rebound. So first of all, Hindustan Copper, if you look at this particular stock, on the back of a surge in the copper prices, we have seen a small trend reversal. I won't say we can expect a V-shaped recovery, but yes, a small pullback move can be seen going forward further upside towards 510 to 520. That cannot be ruled out. So keeping a stop loss below 480, any dip from here can be used as a buying opportunity in Hindustan Copper. And apart from that, another stock that's looking very strong, that's ONGC. We have also mentioned in the past as well that overall ONGC and Oil India, both the stocks have a very strong setup. And we expect a follow-up move to continue as far as ONGC is concerned on the upside towards 295 to 300. And one can keep a stop loss below 270, and buy and dip should be the strategy in the ONGC stock. One stock, particularly on the short side, we remain bearish on Realty Pack as a whole. So Realty is a kind of a sell on rise setup. So any pullback, if you get in Lodha towards 705 to 710, that can be a good shorting opportunity for downside target of 690 to 680, and one can keep a stop loss above 721.
Okay, so that's with regards to Lodha. They're also seeing a mild spike in trade as we speak. Two other names which are buzzing in trade, HEG and Graphite India, and this is because one of the US-based industry leaders, which is Graphite, has increased graphite electrode prices globally, and that's what is providing some bit of a fillip to both these counters. Neeraj, any view on the graphite companies?
I think these companies normally see good demand toward the end of the year also. And with this price rise, I think there'll be further benefit. So I think though one should not be chasing them with the today up move, but I think one should be keeping in mind, once things are stabilizing, I think there can be good counters to buy for long term.
Nilesh, quick view on both these names on the charts.
We have seen a very good spike in today's trading session, but given the kind of a broader structure of HEG, where it is moving more sort of a range bound, not advisable to chase the momentum at current level. Better strategy would be if somebody wants to play on the long side, then wait for a dip towards 540, 530. That can be a good entry point. Then one can keep a stop loss below 500, and we are expecting a follow-up move to continue on the upside towards 620 to 640. If somebody is already bought into, then stay put is the advice, but avoid fresh entry in HEG, and similar is the case with Graphite as well. But in fact, comparatively, if I have to pick any one stock, I would go with Graphite. We have seen a fresh breakout coming in this particular counter today with a good volume activity, and we expect a follow-up move towards 680 to 700 on the upside. So one can keep a stop loss below 615 and can be added at current level and on declines.
The way that the Nifty Bank is capitulating in trade today, 2.7, nearly 3% down, Neeraj, it seems like it is almost a call that there will be monetary policy hikes down the road, and that's negative at this point, right? Would you say that this is an opportunity and that it's a little overdone, or would you not?
See, actually, the situation right now, the way it is panning, it is not good for the Indian economy. So the thing is that whether this continues for a longer time, the crude prices and the war, or it's going to stop in the next 1 week, 10 days. If it's going to stop in 1 week, 10 days, then maybe yes, it is overdone. But if it's going to continue for a longer time, it can have a medium to long-term impact on the economy. Then you can have a couple of quarters of slowdown, inflation going up, maybe interest rate going up not in the next meeting, maybe in the following meeting. So no, it is very difficult to say the bottom is there or not. I think one should keep a watch on how the situation is panning on the war front and on the crude prices, and then take a call. So they should not be in a hurry to get into a trade or get into an investment right now. But one should definitely have the shopping basket ready and wait for any cues from what is happening from the war front.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. Just a quick last question. So do you have your shopping basket ready, and what's on the top of the list for you?
So basically, I feel that energy companies which are into, renewable energy, or companies which have their backward integration, coal mines, I think those are kind of companies which should get a lot of demand going ahead. Then besides that, pharma, IT is one place where, I'm looking at opportunities, because I think once this thing is over, I think they can again start the uptrend. And IT, definitely, I'll have a look at the post result con calls, hear them, and then make a call on these companies. And specifically infrastructure, if you divide into certain water infrastructure or defense companies, these are where I think there are opportunities one can look at.
Interesting names. Thank you, Neeraj. Thank you,
Nilesh,
for joining in. Always a pleasure to speak to both of you as well. But clearly, we've ended nearly at the day's lowest level.